The sheriff has denied our request for an interview, but he did send a statement saying the FBI is investigating at least 2 of the inmate deaths. I don't know what the protocol is.
A mother's plea.
I need answers.
Strangers.
It's hurtful.
Sharing a similar story.
Please don't tell me my little brother's gone. And she said, I'm sorry. Jacoby has been pronounced deceased.
On January 3rd, Ariana Pillow got the call her 31-year-old brother died while in custody of the Harris County Jail. He was in the process of being released on a $100 bond for a trespassing charge.
You can't even give the families that one piece of information that might help them process this.
In 2022, there were Though the sheriff still hasn't agreed to our request for an interview, he did announce the FBI will investigate 2 deaths at the jail, including the death of Jacoby Pillow.
These politicians can't keep...
What's happening, guys? White Boy Radio. Jacoby Pillow, young gentleman, got arrested for trespassing. He was in jail with a $100 bond. $100 bond. So with most arrests to make bond, you need 10% of the initial amount of money. So in this case, the math would be $10, but a bondsman, most bondsmen won't take anything less than 50 to 100. So on this particular bond, it would be $50 to get out. Even without the cash in his pocket, $50, you can call and say, hey, I don't have it on me, but I'll give it to you tomorrow. I'll pull it out of the bank. Or I'll give it to you at the ATM at the gas station down from the jail. There's not a bondsman in town that won't jump on that. There's no risk to this kid. It's trespassing. What's interesting is this jail here has 27 deaths. In 2022, 27 deaths. Okay, that's a lot of deaths. It's a lot of deaths. And I don't know the information from those 27 deaths of last year. Jacoby Pillow, this kid had a trespassing charge. It doesn't matter what jail in America what jail you are at. Every jail has a classification process. You get housed in the jail. You go to the pod or the dorm according to your charges, according to your history. And in this case, with a trespassing charge, he'd be in a misdemeanor dorm. He'd be in the lowest security part of the jail. For those that don't know, he'd be in the lowest possible security dorm. He'd probably be in there with trustees, inmates that have already been sentenced and they're working for the jail for extra game time, whether it's the kitchen, wet laundry, whatever it is. This guy would be in the lowest, absolute lowest part of the jail. It's interesting to find out actually how he died, which is very, very strange. It's yet to be said how he died. It's yet to be said. I'm going to go ahead and put this out here and predict it right now because they won't tell anybody, and because this grieving mom was able to snap so hard as she should, get civil rights lawyers involved in it, and now the FBI looking into the jail. More power to her. Good for her. But it'll be interesting to see their answer. I can tell you right now, I don't know, but from being incarcerated multiple times, knowing his charge, knowing where he was housed, there's no way this was another inmate. There's absolutely no way this was not another inmate. Because you're talking, he was killed. You're talking murder. There's not an inmate in any jail in America that's sitting on a misdemeanor charge. Okay, he can easily make bond, and even if he doesn't make bond, the first time he goes to court, there's probably like an 80% chance he's going home with probation, time served, or whatever have you. At the very least, if he goes to court and doesn't go home that day, when he gets back from court, goes back to the jail, he only has a tiny bit of time to serve. It's a misdemeanor, people. There's not an inmate willing to blow that. There's not an inmate willing to blow getting out of there. No, it doesn't go down like that. It does not go down like that. It does not go down like that. This was something inside. This was something done by correction officers. I don't know for a fact, And I'm not gonna be the one to say I told you so, but I told you so when it comes out. You know, more power to the mom. The mom was able to get the FBI looking into the jail for the death of her kid. They won't tell her. She doesn't have that clarity, you know, in this grieving process. It's just insane. But what's really, really insane is, you know, 27 deaths last year. You know, where were the mothers to raise hell? You know, more power to her. She would not take no for an answer. Where I don't understand. You know, on the flip side, I do a little bit because it's another planet. It's another planet. If you've never experienced jail, it's very very hard to explain this, but it's just another world. You get told what you're told, and that's it. There's no around it. There's no questioning from it. They do what they want in there. They really do. It's almost like a system within a system, if that makes sense. And they get away with it all the time. It's very sad. It's very sad. There's deep corruption in all jails and prisons. Again, you know, and on the flip side to that, unfortunately, it will never get fixed. I mean, maybe at some point in time they can do things to slow it down, make it more, you know, minimal, but it will always be there. It's just how incarceration is. It will always be there. But you know, hopefully this mother can seek the right answers, get the clarity that she deserves as a grieving mother. But I wanted to give her a shout out, and maybe she's inspiration to anybody. God forbid has to go through this. You know, don't take no. Don't take no. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Do whatever you got to do. You know, in this video, she's got a civil rights lawyer named Ben Crump. That guy is always all over these type of cases. I don't know enough about him to say if he's good or bad, but I can tell you he does not play around. If you just Google his name, he's all about this, and she's able to get him. So let's see what happens, man. It's White Boy Radio. Until the next one, smash that like, join the members below if you can, share the video, get it out there, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.